All permanent data must be stored in the table. All tables are defined by the developer working in the development environment. As much as possible, critical system design components should be embedded in the tables. Each table should include the code that controls what happens when records are added, deleted, changed, and as how data is validated when records are added or changed. Components of tables are fields, properties, triggers, and keys and fields. So fields also have properties and triggers. Keys also have properties. So the table definition that takes full advantage of these capabilities reduces the efforts that require to construct other parts of the applications. In table, we can add up to 500 fields. We can define record size up to 8,000 bytes and up to 40 different keys. There are standardized naming conventions for Business Central that we should follow. Table name should always be singular. The table containing data about the employee should not be named as employees but employee. There are no hard rule in numbering the table. If we need more tables objects, we can purchase licensing for table objects numbered up to 99,999. Usually, we'll create a table and name it between 50,000 to 50,009. We can also use until 99,999. Let us see how to see the table properties. So, in order to view that, you have to use T table. So, once if you type this, you can see the snippet here. So, this shows the table. Here, you can see that we have to give the ID. So, you can create the ID 50103. Then, if the ID is already there, it's already assigned, then it will show an error. You can give the name, so we can create like employee. So here the table properties are the fields. You can see that you have fields. The basic table properties, all right, you can use a caption. Okay, once after this you can use caption. So caption is basically which contains the caption that was defined for the currently selected language. There is a default language for the business, so you can give any name for the caption. Like you can give like table, employee table, and end with the semicolon. And you have another properties like caption ml. So simply if you just go and type like this, you can see it's a caption ml. This is a multi-language caption for the table. So next is description. You can add some description to the table. So if you type description, you can add some description. It's optional for the documentation purpose. Okay, this is optional. If you want to give, you can give, or else if you don't want this, you can leave it. Next is data per company. So this is also available. This is also the table property. This let us define whether or not the data in the table is segregated by company or whether it is common across all the companies in the database. So you can specify that. And apart from that, you have other thing like permission. Okay, so this allows us to grant use of the for the table different levels of access, like whether they can read it or they can insert, whether they can modify or they can delete it. Okay, then next is the lookup page ID. So that is also another property, lookup page ID. This allows us to define what page is the default for looking up the data in this table. This is like looks like a lookup page. Then we also have drill down page ID. Okay, so drill down page ID, this allows us to define what page is the default for drilling down into the supporting detail for the data that is summarized in the table. These properties we will discuss in our further video for sure. The next one is the data caption field. So if you simply type, it will show up. So data caption field. This allows us to define specific fields whose contents will be displayed as a part of the caption. For employee table, the number and the name will be displayed in the title bar at the top of a page showing the employee record. Okay, so the data caption field. Then next is the paste is valid. Okay, so this property determines whether users are allowed to paste data into the table, whether we can paste the data. And apart from this, we have linked object, table type, obsolete state, and obsolete reason. So this we will discuss further. So these are all the basic table properties which we have. The next one is the table trigger. So if you just scroll down, you can see the table trigger. That is, these are all the default triggers: on insert, on modify, on delete, and on rename. On insert will execute when a new record is to be inserted in the table through the UI. For this we have to create a page. Okay, so through page, if you are trying to insert something, then we have to create on insert trigger. On modify will execute when a record is rewritten after the content of any field other than a primary key field has been changed. So this is what on modify. On delete is executed before a record is to be deleted from the table. And on rename is executed when some portion of the primary key of the record is about to be changed, or changing any part of the primary key is a rename action. Okay, like any part of the primary key, if you're trying to change, that is also considered to be the rename action. So this will used to maintain our referential integrity. We might have discussed, like you might have known about what is a referential integrity. So this is used to maintain the referential integrity. Okay, we will discuss these things in detail. And the another important parts are here is a key. Okay, this is another block. The table key are used to identify records and to speed up filtering and sorting. We used to define a key, right, like a primary key. So the primary key is always the first key in the key list. We have to define it as a first key. By default, the primary key is made up of the first field that's defined in the table. Okay, we can also refer it using the foreign key. We have to refer it using the foreign key. So we will see how to define that primary key, and the primary key must be a unique key in the record, and it can be up to 16 fields. Okay, we can have 16, we can include 16 fields after that, like and it should be of 900 bytes. Okay, so all keys except the primary key or the secondary keys, we'll be considering it as a secondary keys. Okay, so inside primary key, for every key also we have some properties that we will be discussing in the further thing. And we can also create a field groups. Okay, so if we want to start to enter data in a field where the choices are constrained to existing the data, then we have to go with the field groups, that also we will discussing. So in the next video you can see like how we are going to create a simple table and we are going to execute it. So here I have created a simple table. So once if you type t table, okay, so here I'm just going to show you like you have to create a new file, table.al. Okay, and once if you type t table, you can find the snippet completely. Okay, so here what we are going to do is like we have did a simple employee information, that is the table created with three different column. Okay, there is three different field. This is the id and this is the name of the table. Okay, employee is the name of the table. This is the default property, that is a data classification, and the caption also you can give if you want, if it is necessary. And here the field which you have to give it like a column. Okay, this is the column name. So this is the field 1, employee code, and this is the data type code, and within that you have to specify the size. If you didn't specify the size, it will show error. You can give not blank is equal to true if you want to set the property. or else you can leave it as such. So this is the second field name, which is an employee name, and this is a text. And the third field name, which is the employee department, and which is the text. If you come down, you can see that the key. So I have assigned employee code as a primary key here. So pk is equal to employee code. And I haven't used any trigger. So this is very basic example. Simply I have created a table with the name employee. Why I have created like employee, that is a three e's, because already a table exists with the name employee. Okay, so once if you execute this, a table will be created, but if you want to enter the data into it, you have to create a page. So that is like a GUI. Only through the page you can enter or insert some data into the table. So for that I have created the page table here. It is not mandatory that the page name should also be same as the table name. And also it is not mandatory that the page id should also be equal to the table id. Okay, you can give any page name and any table name. You have to give here page type is equal to card, source table is equal to employee, application area is equal to all, and usage category is a document, and you can give the caption to find the page easily. Okay, and here this is the important, that is you have to use the source table employee. This is what the table name. Okay, you have to give this table name. Table intro is not the table name. Okay, this is the name which we have created for this particular file. Okay, and here you can see this is the table name, and you have to call all the records. Like for example, we have created employee code here. For that I have created employee code, that is record. So this will consider the table, that is a record. This will be like a this employee field. For this it will fetch the employee code from us. Okay, and the next one is employee name. We have to create for employee name as well. That is what for whatever whichever field we need to get the data from the user, we have to assign all these things here. Okay, so that is what mentioned. And department name, here you can see, because there we have assigned the department name, that also I have given here. So three fields, only with the three fields we are creating. If you want to use this application area is equal to all, you can do that. Or else if you want to go with like if you don't want to give assign any properties into it, you can also do it. Okay, so once you have declared this, no other actions or anything is needed in this specific thing, because simply we are creating a page and the table. Okay, let us execute this. You have to execute the page, that is use Control F5 to execute the page here. Once if you press Control F5, you will get this page. So go to the search and you have to search for the page. Okay, the page name which we have given is employee intro table. Okay, employee table intro. So once if you click here, you can see you will get the initial page. You have, if you want to add, okay, if you are just trying this as the first time, then this will be blank. Okay, so you have to click this plus symbol to create a new entry. Click plus and give employee code, that is any code you can give, an employee name, you can give the employee name here, and in the employee department you can give the employee department. Okay, and once it is done, it's automatically it will be saved. You can see that the saved information is here. If you want to add some more data, you can simply give here plus, and you can add one more data into it. Okay, so once it's done, it will be shown as a save. So here you can see the data which is saved, and if you want to see the table, okay, which was created, so you can go to the table information. You can see table information. Press here, and you can see the table information. So what are the table available that will be displayed here? Either you can check with the page ID if you know that, okay, because it will be completely like this, or else you can go to the search. So our pay table name is employee. So if you check here, you can see that we have four records. Okay, so already I have two records in that. So now I have added two more records. So you can see here it's a four records. Okay, if you press, you can see you have to log in with Business Central. You can see what is the thing it is. So whenever you add the records, no, it will be increased. So how many records you have, and what is the size of the record, and size in KB, data size, and index size. So everything will be updated. So these are all the records which I have clicked here. So these are all the records which we have added. You can see the complete record here.